What up, YouTube? Carter here. Got a quick one for you. We're going to do a fast comparison between these two Eafengrow knives. I think it's the 902 and the 905 down here. Overall, they're very similar. They're similar in weight. They're very heavy, very big, very thick knives. But there are a couple differences I wanted to point out, and I'm trying to figure out how to show the camera. So you can see, aside from all the milling and decorative stuff, we're not really looking at that. The 905 here has got a clip point, as you can see, whereas this does not, and this has kind of a obviously different blade shape with kind of this peak up here. They both feature a very, very similar, if not exact same, very minor recurve on the blade there, if you can see that. Very similar, very slight recurve. Blade stock is the exact same, minus the milling there. The 905 has thumb studs, whereas the 902 does not. They both feature a flipper tab. They both have the exact same pivot. They both run on bearings. The titanium slabs are the same thickness. The backspacer, titanium backspacer, is the exact same, just different colors. The construction is pretty much the exact same. You can see some minor differences in the lanyard holes there, but the actual construction, where it screws together, is the exact same. They both feature the same steel insert in the frame lock, as you can see there. The pocket clips are both milled titanium, but they are slightly different. Overall construction is the same, just a little bit of a different shape and a different texture. This one has kind of a texture to it, whereas this one is just bead blasted. Both of them are anodized, as you can see. Nothing really to speak of here. Neither one features any sort of lightning pockets or milling on the inside of the titanium slabs. So those are the exact same. Both on bearings, both super smooth. Some minor differences in fit. This one has a little bit of slop in the detent when it's closed, and it's not like rattle slop. It's just if you pull on it, it wiggles a little bit, whereas this one doesn't. This is rock solid, doesn't move at all. The other difference that I definitely want to point out is this one actually has some jimping on the tab, whereas this one's completely smooth. And I will say that it does affect the way that it flips, especially when you first get it and it's new and it needs to be broken in. I definitely prefer having that jimping on the flipper tab. It works pretty good. Both have jimping on the spine here, however this one carries into the blade, whereas this one is only on the frame. This guy is a little bit lighter, I think like ½ an ounce lighter. My guess is that it's simply due to the loss of material from all of the milling. There's not any other major significant difference. You can see that the overall shape of the handle, there's more material removed here in this beveling. So really it's just milling work and kind of refinement work, but other than that, they're about the same amount of material, same thickness, everything else is the same. Just a little bit lighter, and you can kind of tell if you have them both in your hand. You can kind of tell this one is a little bit lighter, but at the end of the day, they are both extremely beefy, extremely heavy knives. Just two different flavors. I like them both. I like them both quite a bit. I'm excited to see how the steel performs. I'm not doing any out of my way testing where I'm cutting through cardboard or anything. I'm just carrying them, using them, and just seeing how they do. But for my uses, I think the steel is going to be just fine. But yeah, so that's a quick comparison between these two knives in case you were wanting to pick between one or the other. Just, we're curious how they differ. All right, guys, see ya.